Hello, I'm Ludwig and this is Data Platform Microlearning. In today's episode, I want to talk to you about the naming conventions and the difference between SP underscore and the USP underscore. Now, the reason why I want to talk to you about that is because a friend of mine wrote this little article about the store procedure. It's in Polish, so don't worry about that. But the thing is that here's his code, here are some screenshots of his code, and what you can see right here in this code, he's creating a procedure that's called dbo.sp_find_string. Now, this is something that bothers me because I did have that issue once where I got completely stuck. So the thing is that I found some procedure. I was looking for answer to the question. I found a procedure that was perfectly answering my question, solving my issue. And the procedure was called, I believe, sp_who3, which gave me a lot of information about the user who is logged in and what they do and so on and so forth. Now, the thing is that SP is a prefix that will tell you that the object that you're interacting with is a stored procedure, right? And we have a whole bunch of stored procedures built into SQL Server, and Microsoft says that all of the stored procedures should start with the SP_ prefix in order to distinguish them from, for example, triggers or functions. If you want to learn about the difference between trigger and a function, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and go through the links that I just included in the description of this video, because we already have the short microlearning episode on that. So SP_, it's a perfect prefix for all of the stored procedures, but Microsoft also tells you that this is a perfect prefix for all of the system stored procedures, meaning that this should be reserved for all of the procedures that were written by Microsoft and that are included in your SQL Server engine. So if you are writing your own procedure, you should stick to the USP_, which stands for users stored procedure. This way we can easily distinguish whether this is a Microsoft written or user written, user created stored procedure. And that was exactly the case of the SP_who3, where I was looking for that procedure. It was not available in my SQL engine that I was working with at the moment. So what I needed to do is I need to implement that stored procedure on my own based on the code that someone posted online. And as it turns out, it was again user stored procedures. So instead of looking through the Microsoft documentation and wondering what other SQL Server engine they were using, I would know right on the spot that, hey, this is not included in SQL Server. It is written by the user, so I'll have to implement it myself, right? So again, the best practice of the day in Data Platform Microlearning: do not call your own stored procedures by using the SP_ prefix, because this is reserved for Microsoft based for the original engine included stored procedures. Okay, so I'm sending this video to a friend of mine, hoping that he'll fix that little code that he wrote, and that will improve the naming conventions that we as SQL Server experts use. So without further ado, again, make sure that you subscribe to Data Platform Microlearning for most practices like that, and I will see you in the next episode.